Hello kids, welcome back to EVS online class. In this class, we are revising for MOY examination. Today, we are going to read questions given in worksheet 11 of Unit 3. So, before starting the class, take out your EVS workbook and EVS textbook, this one. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open worksheet 11, page number 44. So what is energy pyramid? What is energy pyramid? You all know that this is energy pyramid. See here this picture. This is called energy pyramid, and energy pyramid shows how energy is available, changes as one move from one level of a food chain to the next. An energy pyramid shows how the energy available changes as one moves from one level to the next. What is the energy pyramid? Energy pyramid. An energy pyramid shows how the energy available changes as one moves from one level of food chain to the next. So we know in the energy pyramid, down is the producer. It is eaten by primary consumer. Primary consumer is eaten by secondary consumer, and secondary consumer is eaten by tertiary or crop predators. So this is the energy pyramid. It shows how energy available changes from one level to the next level. Okay. Now after this, when these things die, they will mix in the soil with the help of decomposer. So this is the energy pyramid. I am drawing the energy pyramid. See here. Down is the producers. It is more producers. This is energy pyramid. Energy pyramid. Down is the producer. It is more. Then comes the primary consumer. Primary consumers. Then comes secondary consumers. Then last one is top predators. So this is the energy pyramid, and decomposers work on all the level of energy pyramid. When these things die, when these animals and plants die, they mix in the soil with the help of decomposer. Here, decomposer, they break down these animals and plant decomposers and mix in the soil. So this is the diagram of energy pyramid. Everybody should know how to draw the energy pyramid. This is down one is producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, top predator. When they will die, the decomposer, they are going to break down these plants and animals into simpler form so that they can mix in the soil, and again plants can use it. So this shows that what is taken from the nature will come back to nature only. Now second question, why does the amount of energy decrease as we go up the energy pyramid? Why does the amount of energy, see here more energy is there, the amount of energy goes on decreasing as we go up in the energy pyramid? Why? Answer is the amount of energy decreases as we go up the energy pyramid because living things use up most of the energy from the food they eat for the process such as growth, movement and repair. So why it is so? Because living things use up most of the energy from the food they eat for the process such as growth, movement and repair. That's why energy pyramids will, that energy will decrease when we go up in the energy pyramid. Again, I'll repeat this answer. Question is, why does the amount of energy decrease as we go up the energy pyramid? Answer is, the amount of energy decreases as we go up the energy pyramid because living things use up most of the energy from the food as they eat for the processes such as growth, movement and repair. Complete the energy pyramid. So they have drawn the energy pyramid and you have to complete this one. Down one is producers, they already wrote. So then primary consumer, secondary consumer, top predators, here decomposer. This is energy pyramid. You have to complete this one. Then open worksheet 14, page number 47. Imbalance in food chain. Imbalance in food chain. What is imbalance in food chain? What is imbalance? Food chains are said to be in balance if the population of predators or tertiary or secondary consumers increase drastically or the population of producer or primary consumers drop a lot. It causes imbalance in the food chain. Circle the second question. Circle the organisms that are affected when frog is taken out of the food chain. So this is the food chain, and you have to circle the organism which circle the organism when the frog is taken out of the food chain. Here frog is missing. If frog is missing, then which one is going to affect in this food chain? Grasshopper will be more, and snake will have no frog to eat. So these two organisms are going to affect. Now, what will happen to the food chain below if the bear population is wiped out of the forest? So, plant, deer, bear. Here, this food chain you see, plant, deer and bear. In this food chain, if bear is removed, what will happen? There will be more deer and they will eat more and more grass, and that land will become barren without plant or less plant. If the I'll read the answer. If the bear population is wiped out of the forest, there will be not enough bears to eat the deers, and the population of the deers will go up. This will mean deers eating plants at a pace faster than the grassland can grow, leading to bald patches. I told you that they will eat more grass and there will be bald patches here and there. Now, open worksheet 15. List the major factors that cause imbalance in the food chain. What are the major factors that cause imbalance in the food chain? One is loss of habitat, predatory action, diseases. List all the factors responsible for the loss of habitat. The factors responsible for the loss of habitat are natural disaster like earthquake, fire, deforestation, that is cutting of trees, global warming and pollution. Global warming and pollution. Now question number 4c. Discuss the effect of imbalance in the food chain. What are the effects of imbalance in the food chain? If food chain is imbalanced, what are the effects? Imbalance in a food chain lead to the depletion of the population of a certain species. So if there is imbalance, there will be decrease in the population of certain species. Sometimes the population decreases so much that it slowly disappears from the face of the earth. Sometimes the population of that species will decrease to that extent that that species is no more on the earth. They will disappear from the earth. So this is the effect of imbalance in food chain. What are the effects of imbalance in food chain? Imbalance in food chain leads to the depletion of the population of a certain species. Sometimes the population decreases so much that it slowly disappears from the face of the earth. Now, What are endangered species? State a few examples. Species, answer is endangered species. Species that have only a few left on earth are termed as endangered species. Okay, those species which are very left on the earth, they are termed as endangered species. Like chimpanzee, blue whale, Bengal tiger, they are endangered species because they are very few on the earth. Now, what are extinct species? State a few examples. Extinct means they are disappeared from the earth. Species that no longer exist on the earth are called extinct species. Species that no longer exist on the earth are called extinct species. Example, the dodo, the West African black rhinoceros, golden toad. These are all extinct species. Rhinoceros, dodo, golden frog. So what are extinct species? Species that no longer exist on the earth are called extinct species. Examples, the dodo, the West African black rhinoceros, golden toad. So children, for today, this much only. Thank you.